So, hello guys, it's me, I'm Dr. Jayanti Ghosh. So, today I'm back after a few days. Today I'm back with a subject that is oral and maxillofacial surgery. It has quite a heavy weightage in your NEET examinations, and I'm going to tell you the important topics of oral surgery, which is important for the NEET PG examinations as well as for your final year BDS examinations. So here I start with the first and foremost, this is a common question which is asked in the Viva of oral surgery, that is, define the word oral surgery. So if you can't remember the definition, you can also check it out in S. Balaji. That is, this is the book for oral and maxillofacial surgery, where oral surgery deals with the diagnosis and treatment of oral conditions of the jaws and mouth structures that requires intervention. This dental specialty is limited to the surgical removal of teeth and treatment of diseases, deformities, defects of the jaws and associated structures. Then the various oral surgical procedures which is performed by a general practitioner is your simple surgical extractions, or then management of complications arising due to minor surgical procedures, endodontic surgery such as apicectomy and retrograde filling, incision and drainage of abscess, alveoloplasty, traumatic injuries, management of cleft lip and cleft palate. Then there are certain diagnosis and imaging techniques in oral surgery, which can be like the main things which can be used to predefine a specific condition, that is your symptoms, signs, swelling and ulcer. Then levels of your lymph node. There are 7 levels of lymph nodes, that is submental, submandibular, jugulo-digastric, jugulo-omohyoid, supraclavicular, anterior triangle, mediastinal lymph node group. An important topic in oral surgery is syncope. Vasovagal syncope or vasodepressor syncope. It is a benign, self-limiting process that, if not managed correctly, is life-threatening, or it is a transient loss of consciousness that occurs secondary to a period of cerebral ischemia. Syncope is accompanied by pre-syncope and syncope and post-syncope. In pre-syncope, there is warmthness, losing of color, ashen grey color of the face, feeling bad, feeling faint, tachycardia, BP is normal. In syncope, there is irregular or jerky breathing, coldness, pupillary dilation, dizziness, loss of consciousness, bradycardia, increased BP. In post-syncope, there is pulse rate returning to normal. Ecospirin is an active ingredient, aspirin, which is commonly used to treat pain, fever and act as a blood thinner. It belongs to the group of non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. So there is also a syncope that is known as vasodepressor syncope. And the various classification is vasodepressor, vasovagal reflex syncope, orthostatic syncope, cerebral vascular syncope, hypoglycemia and neuropsychological syncope. So there is another important chapter, that is trigeminal nerve. You must remember that trigeminal nerve is very well given in Monheim's. So in trigeminal nerve, you should remember that it is the largest cranial nerve which contains the sensory and motor fibers. General somatic afferent fibers conveys both exteroceptive and proprioceptive impulses. And trigeminal nerve is attached to the lateral part of the pons of motor and sensory roots. We can also remember the various divisions of the trigeminal nerve, that is your ophthalmic division, then your maxillary nerve and mandibular nerve. So this has to be remembered well from Monheim's. There are also various kinds of other important chapter, which is your important topic, I must say, your difference between PARSH 1 and PARSH 2, Waldron's method, of Waldron's method. That is, it is involved in marsupialization, that is surgical exteriorization, exposing the exteriors of a tooth by removal of overlying structures to expose its internal tissues of the oral cavity and excision of the lesion. So there is a Carnoy solution which often comes in the NEET PG examination. Carnoy solutions, your composition. It is consisting of chloroform 3 milliliter, absolute alcohol 6 milliliter, glacial acetic acid 1 milliliter, and ferric chloride 1 gram. Sclerosing agent, which is also a fixative, that is used to fix residual ameloblastoma tissue after enucleation of the unicystic cavity. Carnoy solution is effective in diminishing the recurrence. It is applied to the bony cavity for 3 minutes, followed by copious irrigation with normal saline. So, ameloblastoma is an important topic. Its classification into 3 types: unicystic, desmoblastic, and peripheral ameloblastoma. Then your radiosensitivity of ameloblastoma used in case of intra-bony defects. Then hemimandibulectomy for treatment, resection, segmental resection, you must know it. Then there is also an important chapter which I wanted to discuss is trigeminal neuralgia. The White and Sweets criteria for discussing trigeminal neuralgia, that is the pain is paroxysmal. We cannot identify the pain. Pain may be provoked by light touch to the face, that is in the trigger zones. Pain is confined to the trigeminal distribution. Pain is unilateral. The clinical sensory examination is normal. Trigeminal neuralgia, tic doulourix, idiopathic trigeminal neuralgia, that is without any cause, is defined as an intermittent, paroxysmal, sharp, shooting, stabbing, lancinating pain, which is shooting type of pain in the distribution of trigeminal nerve. It was discovered by Nicholas Andre in 1756. He coined the term trigeminal neuralgia, and John Fothergill in 1773 gave full description. Hence, it is known as trigeminal neuralgia is known as Fothergill's disease. Other descriptions is, it is also a sharp electric shocking type of pain, or brief stabbing recurrent type of pain, intense lasting type of pain. International Head Cure Society, it describes trigeminal neuralgia as painful unilateral condition affecting the face, characterized by brief electric shock-like pain limited to the distribution of trigeminal nerve. British Journal of Anesthesia 2001 described it as paroxysmal episodes of sudden, usually unilateral, recurrent pain of stabbing, lancinating type in distributions of the trigeminal nerve, especially in the trigger zones. They may be peripheral and central causes. Peripheral causes may be nerve compression, trauma, nerve backtalk. Central causes may be microaneurysms, cerebropontine angle tumors, multiple sclerosis. Females are more affected than the males, and it is generally in the 5th and 6th decade of life, most commonly in the right side. And there is refractory period associated with trigeminal neuralgia. That is, between the 2 attacks of pain, there is a short period during which the nerve cannot be excited and the pain doesn't occur. This is called refractory period. In this period, the nerve is hyposthetic, can be explained due to the depolarization of the nerves and fatigue of sodium pump. The treatment is medicinal and surgical. For medicinal treatment, we can give carbamazepine, that is in the dose of 100 to 200 mg 3 times a day, dilantin sodium, phenytoin sodium, which can be given 50 to 100 mg 2 to 3 times a day. Side effects is drowsiness, phenobarbital, gabapentin, clonazepam. Destructive procedures: injection of alcohol, glycerol in Gasserian ganglion. Then rhizotomy, division of the sensory node. Then in the diagnosis of mandibular fracture, Kazanjian's classification is important. Then closed reduction, open reduction, glossopharyngeal neuralgia. infraorbital wiring, zygomatic arch wiring, your odontogenic keratocyst, primordial cyst, then your lateral trephination technique for the removal of fracture bits. So these all are which I could, then clotting factors. So this is all I could gather for today. So if any topic which you want me to detail, explain you in detail, you can surely comment in my description box, in my comment box. So thank you guys and have a good night.